Hello, fellow YouTubers and gamers. This video is a walkthrough on how to fix the freezing slash audio loop issue with X Beyond the Frontier, which is a great game. It's a classic. But basically, this game has an issue where if the wrong audio or video codecs are associated with the game, then when it tries to play any video comms scenes, when you're hailing another ship to talk to the non-player characters that are flying that ship, a little video window pops up in the game and you can see an image of the person flying in the ship and they'll be talking to you. If you have the wrong audio or video codecs associated with that event in the game, then it causes your game to freeze, and the audio will loop in some cases, and basically you're frozen, you're stuck, you're screwed. I've heard that some people can actually click through by hitting the enter key a bunch of times, but that's no good because you're skipping dialogue when that happens. So this video is going to show you guys how to fix that issue if you're having that issue. I'm not aware of any other issues with that game, so if you're having another issue, then I probably can't help you. But I'm willing to bet that whatever the issue it is, it's probably your codec issue. So this is how we're going to fix it. Now, side note, I am a Steam user. I bought this game through Steam, so this video is gonna focus more on Steam users than anyone who possibly has the game on disc. If you do, I don't know how you do. The game is so old, but you might be out there and you might have this problem and you might have the game on disc. This will still work for you, but the steps are going to be slightly different, and I'll get to that. I'll explain that when we get to that part. But for Steam users, follow these steps exactly, okay? Alright, so to fix the codec issues with X Beyond the Frontier, this is my forum thread that I started on the Steam forums with some steps on how to fix this. You can read through it if you want, and if that's descriptive enough for you, great. For those of you that it isn't descriptive enough, that's what this video is for. I'll put a link in the description box below the video here to this forum post, and most importantly to this page here. This is the EgoSoft forum, troubleshooting forum. When you get to this page, if you want to read through this info, that's fine, go ahead, it won't hurt you, but you don't have to, because this huge thread is basically explaining how to use the software that we're going to be using to fix our issue with X Beyond the Frontier. And I'm going to be explaining that in the video anyway, so it won't hurt if you skip this, but if you want to read it, go ahead. When you get to this page, again, link to this page in the description box below. When you get to this page, you're going to scroll down, you're going to skip past the first screenshot, second screenshot, third screenshot, and fourth screenshot. Once you get past the fourth screenshot, you'll go down several paragraphs and there will be two links. One labeled dshowview.9 and another one labeled softelia.com/dsfm. This link here, it's for Direct Show Filter Manager. You want to click both these links. The first one is an automatic download prompt. So you'll want to save this, download this and save it somewhere you're comfortable saving this DS viewer file on your computer. The second link you're going to click is going to take you to a second page. And on this page, you're going to click dsfmanager.zip. Save the file where you're comfortable saving it, and that's that. You've got all the tools you need to fix this issue. I've already have this stuff on my computer, so I'm not downloading it, installing it. I already have it. I've already done it. Alright, once you've done that, get out of the internet, close those windows, go to where you have the file saved. Alright, The first thing you're going to do is run DS Viewer. It will install the software for DS Viewer into a file directory on your computer. The DSF Manager doesn't need to be installed because it's a portable app. And you'll notice it's a zip file, so if you need something that can open a zip file, I like to use WinRAR. You can get a free trial version of WinRAR. Just type WinRAR into Google, and that'll be good enough to allow you to open the file. But I assume most of you out there know how already deal with zip files, so it shouldn't be an issue. Once you've installed DS Viewer and you have it installed, step 1 to fixing this issue is going to all programs and running DS Viewer. It'll show up as DShow Viewer. You're going to run it. It's going to say X3 installation not automatically found. Please browse to your installation and select the X3 Reunion folder. We're going to ignore that because what we want to fix is X Beyond the Frontier. So we'll do the same steps except to apply it to X Beyond the Frontier. Okay. Steam users, if you're not a Steam user, it's going to be under a different directory. This is where your steps are going to be different. It's probably going to be under Program Files and then maybe EgoSoft and then X Beyond the Frontier. I'm not sure. I'll leave that for you to figure out. For Steam users, it's going to be under Program Files, x86 if you're 64-bit, regular Program Files if you're not. So Program Files, and then go to Steam, your Steam file directory. And then once you're there, you're going to go to Steam Apps. Then click Common. Under Common, you'll have a list of all your games you've purchased through Steam. And you'll want to find X Beyond the Frontier. Highlight it, click OK. Now DShow Viewer is open. And what we need to do is we need to populate the codec information. We do that by clicking this button here that says Load the Graph. You're going to get some error messages. I promise these error messages are nothing to panic over. Nothing's being broken. These error messages are popping up because it's trying to find files that are associated with X3 Reunion or any of the other later X games. And because X Beyond the Frontier is such an old game, it doesn't have those file extensions associated with it. So it's trying to find those and it can't find those. So it's just letting you know, hey, I can't find these file extensions or subkeys. What's going on? Don't worry, nothing's being broken. All right. What you're seeing here, key information about this software. This is what you need to know. This chart, this table, is a list of all the codecs that are currently associated with X Beyond the Frontier. For me, all of them show up bordered in green. That's good. That means that I have the correct codecs associated with my game. For you, however, if you're having a codec issue, you will notice that some of these, if not all of these, will be highlighted in red. What we need to do to fix the issue is to focus on the codecs that are showing up in red. We need to replace those with the proper codecs that will work with the game. Now, more key info about this software. Right here, it says, there's a clickable link that says, show me what I should be seeing here. This is going to bring up a cheat sheet once you click on it. What we're aiming for here is to have this list look identical to this list. For the most part. Mine's slightly different, but I didn't really concern myself with that because whatever the case, if it's in green, it's going to work. Okay. There's two extra categories: MP3 category, MPEG category. Don't worry about those. That's because these are codecs that work for the later X games. We're fixing the earlier X game, X Beyond the Frontier, which doesn't have two of the categories that the later X games do. You'll notice though the bottom three categories are right here. They match. And for me, because I've already fixed my issue, you'll see I pretty much have the proper codecs that are in the cheat sheet list are showing up associated with my game. Alright, so let's use an example here. Let's say in your case, I don't know which ones are going to show up in red for you, so I'm going to throw out some hypotheticals. Let's say in your case, under the speech category, you have, instead of wave parser, it says something else. And that something else obviously isn't in this list, so therefore whatever is showing up here for you is in red, bordered in red, indicating it's not a compatible codec with the game. What you're going to do to fix that is use the portable app Direct Show Filter Manager, or DSF MGR. Open that up in the zip file, run it right out of the zip file. Okay. Now bring your Direct Show viewer back to the forefront so we can have all the windows kind of side by side-ish. So remember, it hypothetically, as an example, it's supposed to say wave parser right here. See, wave parser on the cheat sheet. And then for me it says it, but let's say for argument's sake that for you it doesn't. What you do to fix that is change the priority level of the wave parser codec using Direct Show Filter Manager. In Direct Show Filter Manager, all the codecs, most if not all the codecs on your machine are listed here in alphabetical order, and they're all color coded. I'll explain the color coding in a moment. So let's find wave parser. This is how we'll fix the issue. Here's wave parser. Highlight it so that it turns blue. Click Show Filter Properties. And all you need to worry about with this new window here is the top right corner. This is your priority level rating of the wave parser codec. Basically, here's where the color coding gets explained. Purple is preferred, green is normal, yellow is unlikely, and red is do not use. If wave parser is not showing up for you on this screen here, we can get it to show up correctly as it should by changing its priority level. We change its priority level by using this slider tool and raising the slider bar above the preferred level. You don't have to max this out. All you have to do is just kind of eyeball it roughly somewhere above where it says preferred. Once you've done that, click Set New Merit, and then you will be good to go for that particular codec. Do the same thing with any other problem codecs that are showing up in this list. Again, the ones that are in green, they're fine. Don't worry about it. The ones that show up in red, those are the problems. We need to change them. Let's do another example. Here's another hypothetical example. Let's say that under the MPEG section, you have something else displayed here that's not on this cheat sheet list. So let's say, for example, on the cheat sheet list where it says it should display MPEG-I stream splitter, let's say you have something else. Let's say some random DivX codec or God knows what else. We need to fix that. We fix that by setting the priority level of the MPEG-I stream splitter codec higher than what is currently in that section. We do that again by using Direct Show Filter Manager to find the MPEG-I, there it is, MPEG-I stream splitter, highlight it so that it turns blue, click Show Filter Properties, come to the top right corner of the new window that pops up where you can change the priority level, raise the priority level up above preferred, click Set New Merit, and then you are good to go. Problem codec fixed. Once you've fixed all your problem codecs, your next step will be to restart your computer. Excuse me. Once your computer has been restarted and you've come back to your desktop, again, for a second time, run Direct Show Viewer. Under All Programs, Direct Show Viewer, that's the one that you installed. Again, navigate to your file directory for X Beyond the Frontier. For Steam users, it's whatever hard drive your Steam is installed on. Program Files, Steam, under the S's, Steam Apps, common. Here's your list of Steam games that you've purchased. Find X Beyond the Frontier, highlight it. Don't go into the subcategories, just highlight the heading category, or directory I should say. X Beyond the Frontier, hit OK. DShow Viewer window will pop up, hit load the graph. And again, we're doing this, we'll click through all the error messages because they're useless in this case. And again, I promise you, nothing's being broken. Okay, it's just trying to find things that are associated with X3 Reunion or Terran Conflict, and it won't find those because those things aren't associated with X Beyond the Frontier. Okay, so we've changed priority levels of codecs, and then we've restarted the computer, and to double check that we've corrected the issue, we've restarted DShow Viewer after restarting our computer. And the reason we're doing that is because we want to make sure that nothing is showing up in red after a restart. If there is something showing up in red, that means that the codec you were supposed to change the priority of, you did not set its priority level high enough, or to be above what is currently in the chart. So just simply open up, what was it again? Direct Show Filter Manager. Again, find the codec that you need to raise the priority level of, and so MPEG video decoder is one of them. You'll highlight it, click Show Filter Properties, raise the priority level up even higher than you did before, click Set New Merit, restart your computer. Once your computer is restarted, load DShow Viewer again, and then check for a third time that everything is in green. Just keep doing that until you get everything here showing up as it does on this cheat sheet and in green. Once you've achieved that, you have officially fixed the problem, and you can successfully run X Beyond the Frontier without an issue. If this was not clear enough for anybody, please don't be shy. It's okay. I know not everybody is computer savvy. I understand that. So if you have any questions or you need any further assistance, leave a comment or question in the comment section below this video here. Or you can click on the link in the description box that will take you to the Steam forum, and it'll take you to directly to the thread that I have created in regards to this particular issue. And if you, assuming you have a Steam user forum account, please leave a question or comment in the thread there, and I will get it, and I will respond as soon as I can and try to help you out the best I can with your issue that you're having. Alright, that's it for me. Have fun exploring space and trading things and flying your ship and shooting bad guys and all that other fun stuff. Peace out. I'm done.